and now in this video we are going to move on to session 2. In the previous video we completed session 1, which is all based on some basic concepts of JavaScript. We have completed these all slides and now we move on to the other one. Now it's session 2. Now we will cover all the other basic concepts of JavaScript and also know what is JavaScript. JavaScript contains three main parts: ECMA script, document object model, browser object model. ECMA script provides the core functionality. Document object model provides an interface for interacting with elements on the web page. Browser object model provides an API for interacting with web browsers. Now, we are also going to learn what is internal script and external script. You can use JavaScript in two ways, that is, internal script and external script. Internal script, we use JavaScript code within the HTML file or document, whereas in external script, we use the JavaScript code in a separate .js file and call this as JS file from any of our HTML document. The syntax for this external script is script type is equal to text or JavaScript source is equal to xyz.js and close the script tag. Here xyz refers to the file name. Note, whenever we have same code to be used in multiple programs, we can use external script. Like if while creating any website, there is a common program which is used again and again. So we can directly use the external.js and this will save our time. Now I'm going to show you one hands-on example of internal script and external script. Now, first you have to know the basic HTML content. We have closed the HTML. Now open the head tag and close the head tag. After head, we move on to title. Close the title. Then we move on to script. With this script is inside the head tag. This script tag is inside the head tag. So I'm writing document dot write brackets, use semicolon and double quotes in the head tag. And now I'm opening the body tag and close the body tag as well. To make it simple and fast, I copy down the elements of this and paste it here. I'm saving this as internal script.html in any of the folders you can save. I'm naming it as 1ht. Now I'm saving it. The color has been changed. Now you open the file explorer or the finder in your Mac or Windows. I'm opening this internal script. Now it shows in head tag. Now here instead of head we'll keep body. And also as there is no line break, we'll keep the break tag. There is no closing for this br tag. Now we will save this file and we'll check the output. Refresh the page. Now in the head tag, in the body tag. Now you have learned about the internal script. Let's create a new file and create external script as well. Copy down all the elements which are there in internal script and paste it here. Remove this. Okay, let's cut it and also create another file. We'll name it as js file. And here we remove the br tag as it's not required and name it as external script.js. We'll save this as external script.js. Now it has turned blue, it means that it has got saved. Now here we remove this two, and in the script element we continue as per the syntax at src, which refers to the source, and the file name we have stored it as external script.js. We will check whether is the file name correct or not. External script.js. Script.js. We will say as we know that we have to not give any space, so we'll again save as external script 2.js. Now we have saved it as that. Now we'll keep external script 2.js. We will save this as external script 3.html. You can name it anyway, but I have already done this, so I'm naming it in different ways. Now let's check its output. Now it shows external script.js. This is the command which we have wrote here. Now let's move on more. Now we have learned about external script and internal script. Now let's move on to usage of semicolon. Usage of semicolon is important. There is no problem if you don't put any semicolon, but it's necessary to use when we have multiple statements in one line. Example, document.write hello, and if you want to represent to document.write world, we can separate them both by using a semicolon. I will show you one example. Let's copy down the text which is there in external script and paste it here. We will remove this, and here we write document dot write in brackets. I'll remove the semicolon first, then I'll check without semicolon. And here I type hello. I'll copy down this, Control C, then I write world. I'll give a space so that there will, okay, once we'll check what will happen without space. We will save this document as semicolon .html. Save. Now let's check what is its output. We have done a mistake, that is not putting the semicolon. Now let's save this and check whether it will work or not. Let's go to our Chrome page and refresh the page. It says hello world. Now to give a space, we give a space in the string. This double inside, whatever is inside the double quotes is called a string. Let's save this and refresh the page. The output is hello world. You have also learned about usage of semicolon. Now let's move on checking for errors. How to check for errors? You can check for errors in the web page by clicking on F12. I will make a small error which I did before. Now I'll save it and I'll go to the I'll go. I'm clicking F12 to know what error I have done. The console window appears and also it gives a statement that uncaught syntax error at HTML5. It also gives the line of HTML. At HTML5, here we have not given the correct syntax. So now let's save this and check whether it works or not. Reload the page. In the console, it says that no mistakes and also it represents hello space world. Now you have also learned for checking for errors. We will move on to session 3 in the next video. And also, to make this series more exciting, we have planned that to give you a hack or a fool prank to fool people by using a simple JavaScript code. Thank you. Subscribe to Innovative Cousins and also like, share, hit the smash button.